Let's say you were in charge of inspecting the almost 900 million rand driving license printing machine before the government bought it. Do you think it would be important to look at the right one before going ahead with the purchase? Well, the members of the bid evaluation committee who had exactly that job didn't. They decided to pick a tender for a driving license printing machine after looking at a different model to the one that they actually wanted to buy, in the wrong country. It was also more than 400 million rand more expensive than what they'd originally budgeted for. This is one of the reasons that the Department of Transport has taken the matter to court to ask whether the tender should be set aside. Before we get into this, a lot of credit must go to the organisation undoing tax abuse, who exposed a lot of wrongdoing in this deal. The story became a big deal in September last year, when a French multinational company called Idemia was announced as the preferred bidder on a big contract to get a new driving licence printing machine for South Africa. This is something that the country has desperately needed. There's currently only one machine that can print driving licence cards in South Africa. It is 25 years old and has broken down more than 160 times in its lifetime, causing massive backlogs of applications at various points. The announcement of Idemia caused controversy almost immediately, because just a couple days before, Airports Company South Africa announced that it was booting Idemia off of a big technology deal that it had entered into with the company because it had found some irregularities in its deal. A few days after that, Transport Minister Barbara Creecy announced that she had asked the Auditor General to broaden its investigation into the award of the tender for the driving licence printing machine to Idemia. Last month, the Department of Transport made a filing at the Pretoria High Court asking the court to interpret the legal facts and to decide whether to set the tender aside. One of the most startling findings was that the team tasked with going and inspecting the Idemia machine before they bought it looked at the wrong model. The Driving Licence Card Authority, an organisation within the Department of Transport, was the organisation responsible for procuring the machines. The members of the bid evaluation committee travelled to France and the Netherlands to go and inspect the machines. This is despite the fact that Idemia indicated that the correct machines contained in the tender specifications were actually based in Greece and the Czech Republic. The court papers say that the Auditor General could not determine how the bid evaluation committee inspected the wrong machine or why they even proceeded to evaluate it. This bungle should have disqualified Idemia as a bidder for the tender. The Auditor General said that the award of the tender was irregular for this reason and a couple of others relating to budgeting and normal tendering processes not being followed. If the court decides to set the tender aside, then the Department of Transport will have to consider reissuing the tender and starting the process again. In the meantime, the Department of Transport has signed a Memorandum of Understanding with the Government Printing Works, an organisation within the Department of Home Affairs that prints other documents like smart IDs and passports, to see whether they could also do driving licence cards as an interim measure. Let us know what you think of the story in the comments.